World videos. Ooh, Paradise World videos. Where it all get paid. Paradise World videos.
Paradise World videos, Saturday morning in July. We're going to be taking a walk around the city, see what it's like just before the massive outbreak around the world where all the kids flood here. We already know the Spanish have broke up, but yeah, it's just coming up to 11 o'clock. And it doesn't seem very busy around the back streets, but I know as soon as we get up the promenade, it's going to be super busy. If it's your first time at the Paradise World videos, as you know, this is the famous Plaza Constitución. We've got the town hall, of course, we've got the famous church there, and this is where all the fiestas start, but we're having a walk around. Of course, the next famous road here is Raymond Gallard, K.A. Raymond Gallard, and this is where all the fiestas go and all the main shops. But we're going to go straight ahead up by the harbour. We'll have a peep at the new project as well, see how it's coming along. And yeah, this bit up here is where you're going to find everybody, because it's 32 degrees already and it's expected to get up to 36 in some parts of Spain today. And of course, up the north part of Spain, they're all on warnings. Got a flare coming, a storm Dana, big drop in temperatures, and tons of litres of rain are going to be dispersed in seconds. So they've got that today and tomorrow, all weather, yellow and orange warnings in Spain, in the north part of Spain. So make sure that you don't go up to the north part of Spain these next couple of days. But down in the south, Costa Blanca, this is where you want to be. So as we're making our way up towards Torrevieja, Playa del Cura beach, big thank you to the people that bought me coffees, Martin, free coffees. And of course, we do get some anonymous people that buy me coffees, so yeah, big grateful. And we had a €10 donation from Baycast, so yeah, of course, a lot of people appreciate what I'm doing, taking them around, showing them places, updating them on the situation with the news, and of course, helping people get their properties in Spain, solicitors and everything else. So yeah, really big thank you for that. Not to forget, of course, the channel members. Being a channel member, you know you get the videos first before they go out to public. But meanwhile, yeah, we're coming round up to the famous fountain just round here. Straight ahead is, of course, as you know, the big harbour in Torrevieja. Catch the boat there to the Backer Island. You've got a few little nightclubs along there, some nice little bars. That's your project over there that was supposed to be finished, of course, as you know, in July. July's now, so it looks like next July. But I'll tell you what, I can't wait for that to be open. See all the new bars, shops, restaurants, and all the other things they're going to be putting now. But yeah, this is the little alleyway they seem to sit in Torrevieja because it's nicely in the shade, especially this time of year. Busy, busy, eh? And then we got this on the front, pretty good really, very reasonable price there. Spanish breakfast, like €3.50. Bit of toast and coffee. There, yeah, you sit here and watch the world go by. This is the culture centre, the casino. Massive building, really, really big inside. And it's been here a long while as well. So your Spanish bank, Sabadell, I mentioned the other day, big takeover. They're looking at 3 years. That's what the consumer competition said. BBVA taking over Sabadell. All right, we're up now by this, as you well know, if you follow my videos, this is the old, known as the Torrevieja fountains, because it's really nice, picturesque. Got a few pizza places here. And our Lingui, which is a part of a chain here in Spain, you get 3-course meals. And yeah, price has risen, as you know, everywhere. But yeah, still good bargain. You get a 3-course meal here. €13.90. Starter, main and dessert. There are fountains and the train ready to take you up the La Mata or the Salt Lakes. Not to mention the new toilet blocks just gone in, 50 cents. We've got 3 of them. An hour on Torrevieja, the other 2 up on the promenade. The new car park there. And yeah, of course there is another one just up there on the left, just by the harbour, underground car park. And if you want to know about parking, I've got a video about parking in Torrevieja, all the cost and where to park. As you know, it's getting busy now, isn't it, eh? And yeah, mentioned so many times, a lot of investment gone in. And a lot of these little chairs here, you can sit and charge up your phone. They've got old plugging points. Make sure you bring your USB lead, otherwise you won't be able to charge it. And it's free because it's solar. Okay, yep, as we come up here, we'll be right up by the beginning of Playa del Cura beach. And as you all know, just on the right, this is where you get all the wooden sheds, the hippie sheds. And they're expected to come back next year when I'm actually finished doing this project. At the moment, it's been a bit of a mess around here, as you can probably gather, with all the pipes going in, foundations. So yeah, it's a bit of an eyesore at the moment, but it'll all be lovely and pretty as soon as the old sheds come back. And when they come back, the fairground will be back as well. As you know, it's over by the water park on a weekend now, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, the Torrevieja Fair. So yeah, we're just coming up here now to the side. And just up here on the corner, if you're after tobacco, you've got a tobacconist shop. There is another tobacconist shop, which is right next door to the bus station. There we go. Hello, good morning.
Oh, hello there.
Yeah, fancy meeting you, eh?
I know.
Well, where's the others gone?
I don't know. Maybe to the park.
Ah.
I don't know where Jay went.
So this lady is the mother-in-law, of course, North Carolina, and have just come here. We've helped buy a property in Spain, and they found a property yesterday, didn't they?
Yeah.
They're put an offer in, have they?
For property that we looked at with you.
Yeah.
Turned out to have a previous.
Yeah, that one, that was a hot property. That went straight away, yeah. There were 6 people viewing that.
I don't think they actually said yes on this property, but I'm pretty sure we're going to.
So yeah, they've sent me a picture, a location in Orihuela Costa. Yeah, nice big property.
Yeah.
211,000 they're thinking of putting an offer in. Okay, we'll stay tuned. Good luck.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Nice to meet you.
yeah, of course, small world, isn't it, eh?
That's on my daily job.
There we go. So yeah, that's the mother-in-law of Gero and Eva, who's been over here. We've been looking for property for her. Yeah, Dream Hills. If you haven't seen that, I'll post it at the end. And it's hot property here at the moment, and it's going quick. And unfortunately for them, they fell in love with it. Looked at the other properties, went back for a second viewing, got back to the office, put an offer in. Someone had already snatched it up. So yeah, yesterday they were back out again, and they're considering putting an offer in on another property. So yeah, it's all going on here in Spain. Like I said, we're in the boom. So there is the tobacco shop I was talking about. And if you want tobacco and you're in the EU, you'll probably find that it's cheaper in these tobacconist shops. But if you're not in the EU, like the UK now, as you know, Brexit, all them advantages we've got, well, you go in there, you're going to be paying more than the airports. The cigarettes have now changed. It's actually cheaper to buy your cigarettes at the airports because of the duty free. And as you know, there's a limit on cigarettes now. You can't take suitcases back. And also on the planes, they can even do it cheaper. So if you want to take a gamble and hope they've got your brand on the low-cost airlines or whatever flights you go on, they do stock limited amount of cigarettes, but they are cheaper than the airport again. We've reached the Playa del Cura, as you know, and yeah, having a little clean-up. They do have a good clean-up here in Torrevieja. Make it all nice and clean for the old tourist. So you can see, plenty of people up and about already, up on this promenade. Yeah, they do like to come up here and get some nice pictures with a beautiful scenery in the background. So we've got something going on here. Looks like they're building a new platform, but at the moment it looks like a diving pad straight onto the rocks. This is the bit everyone likes to sit just there. Sit here and watch the world go by, have their breakfast. Plenty of seating. But yeah, we've got a few divers there as well, having a dive down in the sea. Their little boats there floating, so people know. Don't know what they're looking for, gold, treasure or fish. But yeah, it's beautiful, isn't it, eh? Living a dream. Beautiful. This is paradise. Of course, a lot of people say it ain't paradise. Torrevieja's a dump. Listen, it's not a dump. I'll take you some dumps. Back in the UK, there's plenty of dumps there. Where else can you go and get good temperature all year round? And beautiful beaches. And cheap drink, food, cost of living. Okay, you get a few back streets, bit of graffiti. And it's flooded with tower blocks because it's a main city, tourist attraction. They're coming from up north all the time, down here all year round. This is their holiday resort. They travel down for 6 weeks or 2 months while the kids are off school. So yeah, like people in England, they travel to the coast, they travel to the coast here. So yeah, cheap living in Spain, good weather. Why not? There's nothing stopping you. You can plan a barbecue any day because you just know if it rains, it's going to be over in 5 minutes. So I'm not quite sure what's going in this space here. It's been a few things in the past, but no doubt something's going to be put there. It's all being cleared again. And like I said, there is another toilet and it's just come, just here. There we go. And the other one is further around. As we pass, I'll let you know where it is. So yeah, the new toilet's gone in, 50 cents. Adults go in with children under the age of 16. And it all cleans and flushes itself. And it gives you quite long enough before the doors open. And there's the AWOP, as you all know about the AWOP everywhere in Spain. So yeah, Torrevieja on a Saturday, early July. 2 more weeks, it's even going to be more busy. But don't forget, if you come here, get a picture on the old bench there. I love Torrevieja. If you've got kids, this area is really popular for kids. It's like a little cove. And it does have a lifeguard there, just up there on his perch. It's not a big beach, but yeah, it's not too deep, so it's okay for kids. But of course, as we go further around, you've got bigger beaches. Remember as well, if you are coming out to Spain in the next couple of weeks, or any time this year, you've got to check that video I done on the other day of the news, because yeah, more rules, more crazy stuff going on. And you don't want to be turned away at the border. Look at that water, eh? Nice, crystal clear. You don't get that in many places where you can see right through. It's your ice cream parlours. And just here to the right, this is another good little beach for the kids. A nice little cove again. There we go, I spotted him. Spotted him, there we go. Got enough hats and sunglasses for the whole of Spain. Of course, don't want to get caught buying off him, as you know. Plenty of these signs up. Not yet found out of anyone that's been fined €200 for buying off them, but yeah, just makes it look good. It's the beauty of Torrevieja. It has got some nice beaches. Well, all the Costa Blanca has. Beautiful beach, pure sand, nice. Remember, it's only morning time, so it won't be long before this beach actually gets really, really busy. This beach here is probably the biggest beach just in Playa del Cura, because as we go further down, it's a little bit narrower. Unless you go up to La Mata and Guadalmar, then you've got real big beaches and you're not too close from the sea. So yeah, this beach is pretty good if you don't want to be too far from the sea, but you've got to get here early, get your spot. Of course, the next beach is round the corner, Playa Los Locos, known as the Crazy Beach. God knows why it's known as a crazy beach, but yeah, that is a nice beach. That's plenty of sand. That goes right back as well. And for people that have been coming to Torrevieja for a long time, they've probably known a couple of years ago, this bit in the middle here was a fish restaurant. I thought when they knocked it down, it was to become another restaurant. But yeah, it looks like councils took it back, and it's just like a viewing point. See, you get a nice view all the way around. These people look like they're far out, but it's not really that deep. Got a big massive rock here as well. So yeah, you can always run to the rock. But all sorts going on here. Jet skis, paddle boarding. You can get all this done up by Torrevieja Harbour if you want to hire a boat out. So yeah, lovely, isn't it, eh? Of course, the Spanish come here every day, from morning to night. I tell you what, I love this view here. We just see all the umbrellas up. But there's going to be more. Not long now, a couple of weeks. Be like sardines. I do get people ask me as well, where is the best place to eat in Torrevieja? Well, don't actually live in Torrevieja. I've been here a few meals here. But yeah, you're just going to have to, I don't know, any subscribers can recommend some places. We've been in a couple of places, but yeah, very expensive and posh. We've been in the Chinese by the harbour. That's not too bad, reasonably priced. And the Casanova, which is opposite the main hippie sheds next door to the Chinese, that is pretty good. You've got the place just up here if you're looking for a little tapas bar, the Lizaran chain, really reasonable price, tapas and drinks. But yeah, I've been to a couple of Mexicans, been to the Chinese, which is opposite the old Icelands in Torrevieja. Avenidas, Cortes Valencianas, but that is Mizu. And we went there recently and it was like eating a mouthful of grease. So yeah, that's been struck off our list. So that was a nice restaurant, a Mizu, Asian, but yeah. Basically, you've got to try it out yourself. And let us know, any people been at some decent ones, put in the comments. So people coming to Torrevieja, they can check them out. I have done a video of restaurants we have visited. I'll post that as well so you can check it out. Of course, people on holiday, they want to know what it's all about and I want to check a few eating places out. So yeah, you can see, getting squeezed for room here, isn't it, eh? Very tight. Even the lookies have to duck and dive to get round the umbrellas. And the ladies actually on the beach as well, doing the old hair braiding. They're all at it. I'll have the one going around selling clothes soon. We've got a bloke up there selling fruit on the side. Do your shopping while you're on the beach. But I'll tell you what they do down in Benidorm, they bring out the old cocktails. They come round, but it is advised not to buy, because as you know, you've heard about it, they keep them all in the drains where the rats are. And they're not proper quality cocktail drinks, hygiene's terrible. The police are actually busting them all the time, so they're getting caught. So don't buy any people selling cocktails on the beach. You'll get the man go around selling melons and pineapples, but he'll cut that up fresh in front of you. Other than that, look, you've got all these restaurants here all along. Pizzas, Mediterranean food, salads, burger, chips, fish, steak, whatever you want. Don't need to take a gamble buying off these vendors on the beach. So yeah, busy, 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 isn't it, eh? Chock-a-block. Still got the seaweed there. It's just been washed in. Mentioned that the other day, they normally clean it up. Here we go, another lifeguard there, keeping a watch. So yeah, this is Playa del Cura beach. And now we're going to take a little wander around the back streets and show you what it's like around the back. Coming up to 11:30 now, so yeah, creeping up to midday in Spain on the Costa Blanca. Most of the people, as you can see, are flooding to the beach. So yeah, we're going to go round the back streets and have a look, see what's going on. First thing going on here is someone's parked on a yellow line. Listen, when you're in Spain, you need to park in the white bays, and if you don't and you park on yellow lines, the old tow truck will come and get you, and it costs you an arm and a leg to get out the compound. So yeah, there are plenty of car parks, there are free spaces, but don't take the gamble, otherwise you're going to end up paying a fine. And that's what's happening here. There's a car on the yellow line, and it's going to be towed away very shortly. So yeah, the truck's out and it's ready to hook it up, and it's ready to take the car away. They're going to come back from the beach and have a pleasant surprise. So yeah, straight up to the left, you'll be at Playa Los Locos Beach. And we'll just take a little wander along here. And we're going to cross over because straight down now we've got a little square, got a nice Irish pub right on the corner. Really traditional, proper pub, which in Spain, as you know, most of them are rooms, they call them bars. But yeah, it's like being in a real pub, like it would be back home in Ireland or England, or wherever you are. And yeah, pretty nice actually. Some years I may have been to the Irish pub here, and they do put entertainment on, so you can let us know what you think of it. So there we go, Mullins. Got a little square there, bit of shade. And of course, they've got a restaurant to the side as well, so they do food in there. Come down here to Mullins. You need to find Calle Caballero de Rodas, and then you'll be right here, literally on the junction. There we go, Calle Felix Rodriguez de la Fuente. So right on this junction, basically, you can't miss it. Big old pub. As you come up here, you'll be on Avenida de las Habaneras, and right will take you back again to Playa Los Locos Beach, which is just down here on the right. Of course, that's where you find Roger, his beautiful apartment overlooking the sea. Yeah, absolutely stunning. But we are going to go left and make our way straight down, and we'll pass the bus station on the left and the Mercadona on the right. It's your first time to Spain as well. We've got those shops here, look, Bazaar Hong Kong. They're like chino stores. They sell everything. You name it. If you need anything, you'll find it in there. There we go, someone's recognised me. Of course, I thought I'd get by without getting recognised. There's some nice new apartments going up there as well. So yeah, they're just popping up everywhere. That's your churro stalls. If you want a bit of churro, donut dipped in a bit of chocolate. Of course, very famous here in Spain. Just down all these little turn-ins, you'll find tapas bars all over the place. And just along here past the CaixaBank, you've got another chino stores, like I say. You're looking for pillars, blankets, knife, forks, tools, suitcases. No matter what you're looking for, you'll be finding them in these places because they have literally got everything. And this one's called Bazaar Euro, and it says from 60 cents basically, you can get things in there. But yeah, interesting shop. And you go in there, guarantee you're going to spend a few quid. There's going to be something in there you want. I think this one's actually got lockers in it as well, so if you're going to the beach and you're looking for the lockers, just there to put your stuff in. So yeah, just on the left where we're coming up to the famous bus station that will get you from the Alicante airport to the bus station without stopping, of course, around about €8. Literally runs, I think, normally every hour, might be every half hour in the summer months. And when you see this graffiti here, you'll see it about in Torrevieja. The reason why it's been graffitied is because no one's actually there, it's just a plot of land. And then gradually it'll be built on like most of these places, and you will gradually see less and less graffiti in Torrevieja because they're doing so much building here, apartments and everything. And as you go down to the left, you'll find plots of land and the walls are all graffitied. But the actual houses and that are not. Of course, you can't stop it, can you? It's everywhere, everywhere in the world. You have to cut the kids' hands off, stop them doing a bit of graffiti. Some of it can be actually nice kind of artwork, you know, like that one. Nice, you know, picturesque. There's a few where it's actually looking like that, especially around the side as well. And then you've got the other side, of course, where they just put their tags, scribble. You see, look, all down the side looks a bit better, a bit more picturesque than looking at that lot. As we come up here, as you all know, on the right, That's where you've got the courthouse in Torrevieja and the main police station. And just on the other side there, Sabadell Bank. Of course, you can only get 600 out on a till. That is the limit. You go inside and get some more out, but the limit is in Spain with that bank is 600 euros a day on a till. So you have to bear that in mind if you want any money out of the bank as well. Like if you want more than a couple of grand, you've got to give them notice because they won't let you have the money out before 11 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, strange rules here in Spain. But you get used to it. There's your other tobacconist shop. And then over on the right, we've been past there, been in now many, many times, as you know. It's a little area of bars and restaurants, barbecues, all kind of a mixture really. Little market, comes to life at night. And if you're looking for any Indian products, there's a 24-hour supermarket just here I am. So if you're after any spices or anything like that, you need to come up to where the bus station is, where I am now, and right on the corner. Down the side of the bus station, you'll see there the Indian food store. Get all your spices. And just down there, as you can see, is the beach. And the taxi ranks on the left. But it's summer, there won't be no taxis. Very difficult to get taxis in Spain in the summer. There's a massive Mercadona there. Of course, the Spanish love it because it is the cheapest and the freshest in Spain. I shop there. And I do find them a lot cheaper than the others. But then people tell me they find other things cheaper. I suppose it all depends what you buy, doesn't it? This little place here, this opens later on. It's even open to like 1 in the morning. They do like pizzas. Spanish butchers there. If you're after a bit of meat, cheese, yeah, go in there. That's always open. And down there you go, more tapas bars. Of course, down the side as well. Everywhere, innit? And they're all busy. This place on the left used to be Mercadona before they moved over the road and become bigger. Now it's like one of them China stores. Do a bit of food in there as well, but they sell everything. Like I mentioned, you've got your pharmacy, which I've mentioned many times. If you get stuck and you're on holiday in Spain, you can't get over the counter antibiotics unless you see a doctor, and then you have to pay to see a doctor. Well, come into Torrevieja, just tell them what you need, tell them what you're not allergic to, and you get it over the counter. Yeah, around about €3. There we go, 1-star hotel, wow. A 1-star. Maybe I ain't got a bed. Never known to get a 1-star hotel. So here we go, we have plenty of estate agents as well dotted around Torrevieja. Like I mentioned, you try and book an appointment with them or get to see a property. It's like winning the lottery. That's why a lot of people are coming through me, emailing me. That's why we're helping so many people get properties. I line them all up in one day, rather spend a week to get one viewing. And as we go over on the left, this is where I was the other week. Yeah, had my tooth yanked out. €60. Actually took 2 out. There was 2 rotten teeth. And yeah, we went in there. You need to speak a bit of Spanish, but you'll get by. There we go. Just on the 4th floor. Just look out for that sign. So yeah, this is literally the back streets now, where you might find the odd shop or two. Go fruit and veg. And people shop in these places because they're actually cheaper than a supermarket. Barber shops, they're dotted all over the place. Around about €10 for an haircut for a man here in Spain. And then when I went back to the UK, there were about 100 living Turkish barbers on every corner. And they wanted £20. And they couldn't even cut me out. Straight down here is where we passed earlier. Basically, we've done a loop. That is where the project is, Torrevieja Harbour, right down the side before you get to the beach. And we've got the big place here on the right. This is the big place for the music, Torrevieja music here. And they have all kind of shows as well. They have a little display outside when the next show's coming on. But yeah, it's a big old building, isn't it? Does look pretty modern, so I should imagine it's not been there very long. Yeah, we'll duck down the side here. Got this nice big building here, there we go. So we have got some nice, beautiful buildings dotted around. Yeah, that's the name, the Biblioteca Munical. And it's, yeah, it's a kind of school, graduate school. Bang in the middle of a few old buildings. Nice little place I've mentioned before, loads of times, just there. As we come straight up here, we'll be back to exactly where we started. And now on the right, we come back to the church, Plaza Constitución, where we actually started the tour this morning. So a little walk about for you in July. I hope this helps people that have just subscribed or just bought place in Torrevieja. Give them a bit of little knowledge of the area. And if it did help you and you actually want to buy me a coffee, you can just scan the barcode. But yeah, meanwhile, it's hasta luego from Torrevieja, Spain. And as usual, don't forget to give us a comment because it does help the algorithm, and a like and subscribe if it's your first time. And make sure you check these other videos out, especially if you're coming to Spain this year.